So waiting for the other one. We are already gonna start with the test sound. So can you all hear me? Can you just answer on the chat mode if you can all hear me? Yes, okay. Great, so you can all hear me. Can you also see the presentation, the PowerPoint? Is it perfect? Yes, loud and clear, perfect. Yes, loud, that's right, Lynn. Yes, this is because, in fact, I have received yesterday a new mic that I've connected on my computer, and one of my father this morning told me you don't have to speak so loudly because we can hear you clearly. So I'm going to try to do not speak too loudly, to do not break your here. So let me see. Up, we are. Great. So let me check. So it's 5:03. So yes, as well as you will have a busy next hour with a lot of surprise for you, a lot of things for you. So we are going to start right now, and I'm gonna admit the other one, so no problem. So let's start with this presentation. So first of all, thank you very much for being. Oh, up. Yeah. Great. So just before starting, can I just ask you all to turn off your camera and to turn off your mic to be sure you do not have any interference when we present. Okay. So great. So welcome everybody. I'm really happy to be with you today, as well as we logically should be 75. So this is really nice. I'm really happy about that. And thank you so much for being months after months so numerous to follow our webinar. Today, we've got a special webinar with a lot of surprise and a lot of things for you. We've got the opportunity this month to present you a special itinerary, which is the Rhythm of the South that some of you already know. Rhythm of the South, you know, this is the combination of three big cities in the South with Atlanta, Nashville, and New Orleans. So we will present you today this special itinerary, which is an itinerary that you can propose to your customers easily. And the big advantage of this itinerary is that you don't need to rent a car to discover those three cities. The three cities can be reached by plane really easily. So for your customers who are not able to rent a car, something like that, it's not a problem with that itinerary. They can easily reach all the cities with some transfers and the planes, so no problem at all. So first of all, you have to know that here in Belgium, we've got a representation of the Travel South. You maybe know Travel South USA is a regional marketing alliance that has worked for 55 years to promote this region of the southern states of the United States. And we've got some representation working for the Belgian market. We've got Tom Mayo, which is with us today, working for Article 11 and representing Travel South USA. He will be in charge here with us with the webinar. But our main contact for the Travel South, if you need anything, if you've got any question, if you need any brochure, if you need anything you can imagine to promote the Travel South, the main contact is Céline Mayo, which is also the account and trade manager. So if you've got anything, please don't hesitate to send them mail directly. So you've got the mail there, so which is cmayo@article11.com. Don't worry if you don't have the time to write it down. Don't worry, I got all the contact detail, and I can send you all the contact details, so no problem. Don't worry. As I told you, today we are going to discover the rhythm of the South with 3 of our friends which are live today from the US. We will start first with Atlanta. We will have Brenton Barnes, who will present us Atlanta and all the magical things that we can discover in Atlanta. Then we will go to Nashville, Music City, with Laurel Bennett. She will present us this amazing city. You will see with a lot of things to discover. And the last city is New Orleans with Leslie. Leslie will be there today to show us New Orleans that a lot of us know, but there is so much things to do and so new things to discover in New Orleans. So Leslie will be with us to show us everything we can do in New Orleans. So this will be the first part, and then the second part we will have the chance to have a concert only for us. You will see it will come later, but this is a really nice opportunity and a really nice show that we will have. So you will see. I've seen here the video we have recorded a few days ago, just to have a really nice sound for the songs, something like that. So you will see it's really amazing. And then we will finish by our tour operator message. So we will have today USA Travel and Wings and Wheel, which will have a few words for you. And we will also finish, because as you know, this webinar is part of our Visit USA Travel Specialist. And also we've got some prizes for you, brought to you by Travel South USA. We will have some really nice prize you will see later. This is really amazing. So let's continue. Let's do our first stop. Let's go and welcome Brendan Barnes. Brendan Barnes, good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining us.
And you can hear me? Is that?
Yes, we can hear you.
Let me just get my presentation up and running.
Yes, no problem. During that time, I'm going to remind to our travel agent that if you've got any question or anything, please don't hesitate to use the chat mode. And we will answer the question directly.
And is it up? Can everyone see it?
Yes, we can see it. It's your time, Brendan.
Great.
Let's go.
So I don't know if anyone's ever done a webinar before. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So we'll just I'm just going to start here with a quick short video, just to give you we call it a hype video, to get you excited about Atlanta. So let me show that to everyone.
We don't have the sound, Brendan.
No sound?
The sound.
Okay, hold on. I knew I was going to mess up something.
No problem.
Let me try this again. Okay, hold on. Now let's see here. Okay, let me try this again. Okay. So that was just a quick glimpse into the exciting city that is Atlanta. But just want to give you some more information. And I'm going to start with the airport because that's what most people know when they think about Atlanta. Obviously, we are home to the busiest airport in the world. Delta Airlines is headquartered here. And although we don't have a direct flight currently from Belgium, we do even now, we do have 2 flights a day coming in from Amsterdam, 1 a day from Paris, 1 a day from London, as well as Frankfurt. And we hope to have that direct flight from Brussels soon. So as you all know, things are changing on a daily basis in the aviation world, but Atlanta is the perfect gateway into the southern region to visit the Rhythms of the South cities. So when you come to Atlanta, the first place you're going to want to start is Centennial Olympic Park. This is the area, the main tourism area that was created when Atlanta hosted the Centennial Olympic Games in 1996. And this is where you'll find a lot of our attractions, a lot of our hotels. It's really the central area of the city. So in Centennial Olympic Park, now you'll find the world of Coca-Cola. Now I know that Belgium has the best beer in the world, but we have got Coca-Cola. I'm not sure that's fair, but it's still good. So this is where you'll learn the history of Coca-Cola. You can see all their different brands around the world. You can taste different beverages that they have. And just last year, they opened up a new attraction here, Scent Discovery, where you can explore the different scent types, whether it's spicy or fruity, and how that goes into making different beverages. We also have the Georgia Aquarium, which is one of the largest aquariums in the world. You can see here that it houses whale sharks. And again, just last year, they opened up a brand new exhibit on sharks called Sharks, Predators, the Deep. And part of this, if you want to do it and you're brave enough, you can actually do a cage dive into the tank with the sharks. So this is also right next to the world of Coca-Cola, easy to combine the two.
I think that we have lost the presentation.
Okay. So should I try to go back in, you think?
Yes.
All right, let's see.
Perfect.
You can see it?
Yeah, we can see it. Yeah.
Because I can't see it. Let me try this again. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so can you see the National Center for Civil and Human Rights here?
Yes.
Okay, great. So this is the Center for Civil and Human Rights. Atlanta has a long history with the United States Civil Rights Movement, obviously the home of Martin Luther King Jr. So this explores the whole civil rights movement, but also talks about current human rights issues and how those two relate. So it could be talking about problems with refugees or women's rights or police brutality. And it's a very powerful museum that talks about the history and also current issues going on. Just a quick view of some other attractions in Atlanta. Stone Mountain Park is just outside the city, a great outdoor activity. The Atlanta Botanical Garden, the Atlanta History Center. City Pass, I did want to bring this up because it's a great way to see the city. We usually recommend about 2 to 3 days in Atlanta, and City Pass will let you see almost every attraction of the main attractions. And it's a great value. So for tour operators and travel agents, we highly recommend City Pass. So besides Centennial Olympic Park, if you really want to get a feel for Atlanta, we really encourage visitors to explore our neighborhoods because each one has such a different personality. So you have neighborhoods like Little Five Points or Buckhead, which is sort of the high-end shopping. Virginia Highland, Piedmont Park. And Piedmont Park is in Midtown, where you'll find restaurants like the Varsity, which is the largest fast food restaurant in the world. Supposedly, they serve more Coca-Cola per day than anywhere else. I did want to also talk about the Atlanta Beltline, which is something that's happened recently in Atlanta. It's a former railroad track that circled the city, but now this helps connect all the different neighborhoods. So you'll find people out biking and walking. There's great public artwork out on the Beltline, and it's really added a whole new vitality and energy to the city of Atlanta. On the Beltline is a development called Ponce City Market. This used to be a Sears warehouse, but now it's shops, it's apartment living, there's restaurants. On the rooftop, there's a great bar and restaurant, as well as Skyline Park here, which is kind of like a mini amusement park. So it's a really cool way to experience Atlanta. I did want to bring up, because Atlanta has been called the Hollywood of the South because of film credits. We've had a lot of movie productions move here, as well as TV. So most of the Marvel movies have filmed here now, as well as the Marvel TV series like WandaVision. The Walking Dead was here. You also have Hunger Games, and a lot of Netflix shows, Stranger Things and Ozark, are filming here as well. And we do have companies that do film and movie tours, but you will see filming going on all around the city of Atlanta. Music, that is kind of what links our three cities. All three cities of Atlanta, Nashville, New Orleans are very big music cities. In Atlanta, what you're going to find is it's really become sort of the hip hop and rap capital of the United States. So you have bands like Migos, or individuals like T.I., Childish Gambino, Usher, who are some other ones? Gucci Mane, Ludacris. So you find all kinds of different hip hop and rap groups coming out of Atlanta. Again, I do want to emphasize the civil rights history in Atlanta, because besides the Center for Civil and Human Rights, you can visit Martin Luther King Jr.'s birth home, as well as Ebenezer Baptist Church, where he preached, and his gravesite are in Atlanta. There's a lot of civil rights tours. This is a mural of John Lewis, who was a civil rights leader who recently died last year. But it's a great way to experience the history of Atlanta. Again, as I mentioned, there's different tours. Detours are one that do the movie tours. The history tours here will do civil rights tours. Cruisers give you small ways to experience the neighborhoods. And all of these are currently, doing social distancing and COVID-friendly or COVID-safe types of tours. So coming this year, I did want to mention this is a brand new attraction called Illuminarium. And it's kind of hard to describe, but it is done by the same people, legends, who do the One World Observatory in New York and the View from the Shard in London. And this is going to be, it's a highly immersive, technologically just overwhelming type of attraction. So this is what the main attraction is going to look like. The first exhibit is going to be a safari in Africa. And for instance, they have 46 4K projectors that are doing this on the wall. So when you walk, or when the elephants walk, you feel it moving. And it's so high def, it's like you're actually there. So this is going to be opening in this fall. But what's also cool about it is in the evenings, you can turn it and use whatever you want to change it into different other areas. So over here, you could have a Japanese street scene, or here's a view from space, or a garden. So Illuminarium, the very first one, will be open in Atlanta. And after that, I think they have plans of expanding to places like Las Vegas, of course. But if you want to see the first one, it will be in Atlanta. We also have a lot of new hotels that have opened up in the past year, or that will be opening up. Hard Rock Reverb is the one that just opened about a month ago. But we have a lot of different types of sort of boutique type hotels as well. So the Candler is right downtown. The Whitley is in the Buckhead area of Atlanta. The Burgess is also in Buckhead. So a lot of new product, even though we've been experiencing this year of less visitation. But when visitors do come back, we will have lots of new things to show them. So that's all I have. Thank you very much for your time. And if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them.
Great. Thank you, Brandon. Really nice. So now let's take our plane to go to our next destination with Laurel. So let's go to Nashville Music City.
Thank you so much, Brandon. That was great. This is so fun to see what's going on in our partner cities. We really appreciate this opportunity from Travel South and Visit USA Belgium. So really just thrilled to be able to share our cities with you today. So Nashville was on a roll with 9+ years of record-breaking double-digit growth and the fastest growing demand of any of the top 25 US markets before COVID-19 hit, and we are poised to rebound quickly when travel opens back up again, as seen by all of these great accolades that we've recently been given. 50 best places to travel in 2021 by Travel and Leisure. And then our friends in the UK press naming us world's greatest city for music lovers, 5 of the best US destinations to visit in 2021. And my favorite, 50 wonderful reasons to rediscover America. So when you are ready to travel, Nashville is ready to welcome you back safely. Good to Go is an initiative created by the Nashville Convention and Visitors Corps in cooperation with Vanderbilt Health and Ryman Hospitality Properties to help businesses implement the health and safety guidelines needed in a time such as this. So in advance of your trip, you can visit our website at visitmusiccity.com/goodtogo and check out all of the businesses that are part of this program. Currently over 700 participating businesses across all sectors in Nashville. So we're really proud of that community effort and that community spirit. And because of this program, Nashville has been named a safe travels destination by the World Travel and Tourism Council. We are one of only 3 US destinations to achieve this designation. So we are very proud of that. So we are a quick 4-hour drive from Atlanta, quick 45-minute regional air service if you're flying. We are open and easily accessible and look forward to welcoming you to Music City. So from our very beginnings, Nashville grew from a foundation built on music. Music really has been the common thread connecting the life and soul of the city and the people that live here. And visitors come here to experience that music. All genres of music is written, recorded, and performed in Nashville. And our iconic attractions and live music scene tell that story. It all really began at the story of how Nashville became Music City began at the Ryman Auditorium. Building was originally built as a church and today celebrates 129 years as one of the most famous concert venues in America. And artists who can normally sell out stadiums and arenas, they come to perform in this very intimate 2,000-seat venue because of the acoustic quality of the venue and all of the legends that have stood on that stage before them. So the Ryman truly is hallowed ground. There is no better place in Nashville to experience live music. It is my favorite live music venue in the city. So be sure to check out their concert calendar. They've got music, like I said, of all genres year round. And they also offer a wonderful daytime tour experience that really brings the soul of Nashville and the history of this building to life. Now, the Grand Ole Opry spent over 30 years at the Ryman Auditorium and is still staged live every week from the Grand Ole Opry House, about 10 miles outside of the downtown area. The Opry is America's longest running radio show. It has been in continuous production for more than 95 years, and that includes this past crazy year. It's never missed a Saturday night performance in that 95-year history. The Opry showcases the past, present, and future of country music, and you truly are experiencing history in the making as part of a live audience on Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday nights, and they offer backstage tours daily. Now, the modern day Empire of Music Row, which is a collection of recording studios, record labels, entertainment offices, and other music associated businesses, is located 16th and 17th Avenue South, about a mile from the core of downtown Nashville. RCA Studio B, pictured here, is Nashville's legendary recording studio. This is the birthplace of the Nashville sound. It was built in 1957, and more than 35,000 songs were brought to life by Studio B magic, including more than 1,000 American hits, 40 million selling singles, and over 200 Elvis Presley recordings. So this studio is just one of the most legendary in the history of recorded music, and tours depart daily from the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum. So the world's largest museum dedicated to music is located right in the heart of downtown Nashville. The Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum safeguards more than 2.5 million priceless artifacts, including countless recordings and photographs, stage costumes, musical instruments, and more. The permanent exhibit is called Sing Me Back Home, and it tells a chronological journey of the sights and sounds from country music's earliest folk roots through today, and it ends at a very interactive Discover Your Country exhibit that is truly fun for fans of all ages. Nashville has also long been known as the songwriting capital of the world. So songwriters from all over the world come to Music City to learn the art of songwriting and share their passion and their stories. The famous Bluebird Cafe, pictured here, showcases songwriters performing their original music in an intimate in-the-round setting that was created here in Nashville. And it allows them to share the stories and the inspiration behind their songs, and also share how a song goes from something scratched out on a cocktail napkin to something that we all hear on the radio. So people like Taylor Swift got their start at the Bluebird Cafe. And a few years ago, we created a film to highlight one of the most important and unknown forces in music. It all begins with a song. The story of the Nashville songwriter tells their story in a way that really sheds light on their talent and their importance within the fabric of the music industry. It is now available to stream for free on Amazon Prime, so I encourage you to do that. It's an absolutely wonderful documentary, but for now, I'll tease you with this short trailer.
I've been fortunate. I've had 42 top 20 singles, and 25 of those songs ended up being #1, which means nobody knows who the I am.
I'm the guy that wrote Try for Pink.
You Give Love a Bad Name. Livin' La Vida Loca.
Faithfully.
Grenade, Party in the USA.
Stay.
The Climb.
A little less conversation.
Live Like You Were Dying.
Got a little faith in me. Change the world. What hurts the most?
I'm the guy that wrote Jesus Take the Wheel. Well, I should say it this way. I'm one of the 3 people that wrote Jesus Take the Wheel.
Some of the first songs I wrote with them in mind. I thought to myself, I'm going to get a song to him, if nothing else. As the snow flies on a cold and gray Chicago morning, a poor little baby child is born in the ghetto.
It was a title my father had given me. He said, no, you're not coming home, John. Don't lose that idea. Don't stop believing. I mean it. Don't stop believing.
I'm sitting right there when a guy named Tony Arata's on stage. And then here comes a song called The Dance. Looking back on the memory of the dance we shared.
This is a songwriting town. I can promise you there's 100 songs being written right now in this town, this very second. And it makes Nashville a very unique place.
And we're sitting with a guitar and we're just trying to mean something that means something to somebody else.
But he never could get drunk enough to get her off his mind until he put that bottle to his head and pulled the trigger.
Just think of all the things that very rarely you do that you don't hear music. And everybody forgets that it started with a songwriter.
And in this world right now, I think people are longing to feel like we're all connected, you know. So, I mean, I think songwriting is more important than it's ever been.
that the truth? And I hope you're paying attention, because you might want to, you might recognize one of those faces a little bit later in the program. But live music, as I've said, can be seen and heard every day and night of the week in Nashville. World famous honky tonks located on Broadway in the heart of downtown Nashville. They offer live music 365 days a year. Music is literally flowing out of those doorways into the street from 11 a.m. to 3 a.m. No cover charges. Most of the bars on Broadway have three floors and a rooftop. So not only a band in every bar, but a band on every stage in every bar. So with more than 180 music venues around town, from large arenas and concert halls to small clubs, and featuring every genre of music, it is easy to see why our nickname is Music City. And that's not all. The music experiences continue. There are museums honoring Johnny Cash, Patsy Cline, the life and legacy of George Jones. The Musicians Hall of Fame and Museum honors the studio musicians, the untold heroes behind the hits from the recording centers of not only Nashville, but the other recording centers across the U.S. And then you can also go behind the scenes in a modern day recording experience at Imagine Recordings or the Nashville Studio Tour. Music is our brand and why most people come to experience, but we truly have something for everyone in Nashville, from art and culture, historic sites, shopping, sports, beautiful green spaces, and outdoor areas to explore as well. And while our visitors have been away this past year, Music City has been busy creating. The National Museum of African American Music opened this winter and showcases the role African Americans have played in shaping and creating all genres of music. Historically, Tennessee was the center of the Great Migration, when approximately 6 million African Americans left the South with their musical traditions in tow to relocate to other cities across the country. And with Nashville known as Music City, the museum truly is the final jewel in the city's crown and will be preserving this very important history of America's soundtrack in a place where music is celebrated on a daily basis. The museum is located in one of downtown's most exciting and anticipated new developments, 5th and Broadway. Soft opening just last week. They'll continue their opening through this spring, but the complex offers an outstanding collection of shopping, dining, culture, and entertainment right in the heart of the city. You see the Bridgestone Arena there in the rendering, right across the street from the Ryman Auditorium, so in the center of it all. The 5th and Broadway sets the backdrop for a neighborhood renaissance rooted in the thriving creative and artistic culture here in Nashville. This is only steps from my office, so it is definitely a temptation with all that great food and fashion just a block away. 5,000 new hotel rooms are open or under construction here in Nashville. New hotels that have been added to the Nashville skyline include exciting brands like the Virgin Hotel over on Music Row, the Grand Hyatt, which is anchoring another exciting downtown development, the Nashville Yards Project, the Joseph Luxury Collection right downtown, and the W Hotel in the fun, trendy Gulch neighborhood. So 90 new restaurants, bars, and cafes have opened in 2020 and so far in 2021, despite the pandemic, and that follows 3 years in a row that exceeded 100 plus openings. And many of these unique restaurants can be found in our eclectic neighborhoods, where you'll really be able to experience Nashville like a local. As you can see, we've been busy creating more music, more food and fashion. We have more hotels, restaurants, and attractions, and truly we're better than we've ever been before. Creativity is the heart and soul of Music City, and there is no shortage of inspiring things to do when you visit. We are ready to welcome you back safely. So when you're ready, we invite you to come on back.
Teams. Play on it like it's your biggest hit record.
Well, you've been away. We've been busy. Designing.
Oh, let me try that one on. Hoeveel weer aangezet. Hold on. I'm cooking.
and recording.
Come on back. Whenever you're ready.
And creating.
Come on back.
And creating.
Any time of year.
I'm creating.
Come on back. We're holding steady.
And creating.
Come on back.
And still
We'll be right here.
So come on back to the one place that never gets old.
And always feels like new.
Come on back.
Play on it like it's your biggest hit record.
Well, you've been away. We've been busy.
Sorry, trying to end the show. You have to watch that again, don't you? There we go. So thank you again, and I will turn it back over.
Great. Thank you very much, Laurel. What a wonderful trip. That reminds me so much when I've been there in Nashville. It's really nice. So now, continue our trip to our last destination. Let's go to New Orleans with Leslie.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today, and I'm thrilled to be here to talk about New Orleans, my hometown. And today I want to talk about why New Orleans is the perfect destination for your clients. So I do have a video to share for you. Well, a little technical difficulty. Can we just play from here? No.
And hopefully you will get your technical support just next to you.
Yes, I do. I have my technical support here, my backup, but. Okay, we're gonna just have to move on because it just doesn't seem to want to play. Maybe we'll try it at the very end, see if we can get it. We'll put the PowerPoint back on. So let's talk about why New Orleans is a city full of culture and fascinating traditions. One reason is our neighborhoods. As you can see, New Orleans is so walkable, very compact, easy to access. You have the French Quarter, the downtown area, convention center, the cruise ship terminal, our outlet mall, our sports arenas, all in this small area. So it's very easy for your clients to get around and visit everything that we have to offer. So what's new in New Orleans? We haven't been sitting quietly by. Lots of new things happening in New Orleans. So our new airport. This is a brand new airport that was opened in 2019. It's a completely new build that replaced the previous facility. You really have the New Orleans influence at our airport. You have live music, you have the local shops, the local restaurants. So it makes our airport really a great experience coming in and out of. There's even a Cafe du Monde, so if you need your last minute cafe au lait and beignet fix, you can get that there. Our new hotel product, like the other cities have said, lots of new hotels opened up recently or will be opening up this year. Two hotels that we're very excited that will be opening this year is the Four Seasons, 341 rooms right on the Mississippi River. We also have the Virgin Hotel opening up this summer in the Warehouse District. 111 Hotel, it's the first new hotel opened in the French Quarter in 50 years. Has 83 rooms, and we also have the Chloe on St. Charles Avenue, a 14-room boutique hotel from a renovated historic mansion. So only in New Orleans, you'll find a museum celebrating a cocktail. Well, you know, we love our cocktails. So the new Sazerac House is an interactive museum for the New Orleans cocktail, the Sazerac. It's a beautiful facility, 3 levels, interactive exhibits, tastings, gift shops, in-house distillery. So the wonderful thing is you can pick up in the gift shop everything you need to bring home to make a Sazerac. Admission is absolutely free and includes tastings. Something else new in New Orleans, Jam Nola. It's a brand new art experience. It's a 12-room exhibit and celebrates iconic art, music, food of New Orleans. And then on the Mississippi River, joining the Steamboat Natchez and the Creole Queen, we have the Riverboat City of New Orleans. Just like our other riverboats, it'll do daytime cruises as well as dinner jazz cruises and also brunches. In New Orleans, there's so many options of things to do. But one thing I always recommend that you tell your clients is leave time to just experience the French Quarter. I know no matter how many times I wander through the French Quarter, I always discover something new, whether it's a new restaurant or a new store, art gallery. There's just so much to see. You know, family-run restaurants, unique shops. So just enjoy some time wandering through the French Quarter. And the carriage ride is a great way to learn about the French Quarter history and architecture. They offer 30-minute tours, or you can opt in for an hour tour, which includes a stop at St. Louis Cemetery No. 1. Our above-ground cemeteries, and that's where you'll find the famous Voodoo Queen Marie Laveau resting place. The National World War II Museum is a must stop for the history lover clients that you have. In Jackson Square in the French Quarter, on opposite sides of St. Louis Cathedral, which is the oldest Catholic cathedral in the U.S., are 2 Louisiana State Museums, the Cabildo and the Presbytere. They are original Spanish colonial buildings, and they both house artifacts of America and Louisiana history. And it's just beautiful to walk in that area, walk in Jackson Square, see all the local artists, have everything on around Jackson Square, as well as music. You always find music when you're wandering around. Our award-winning restaurants are one of the main reasons why New Orleans is so loved. We are truly a food lover's paradise. And New Orleans' rich history has led the city to become one of the best places to eat in the world, and we love our food. We have our jambalaya, crawfish, our beignets, pralines, muffulettas. We actually have our own food language, things that you won't hear anywhere else. You can eat and drink your way through New Orleans' food scene by taking a culinary or cocktail tour. Cooking classes are another fun way to really immerse yourself in our cuisine. Okay, now you've had a lot to eat. It's time to dance it off. From low-lit jazz clubs to booming nightclubs, we have it all in New Orleans. You can dance on the balcony overlooking Bourbon Street, sing karaoke, or take a nightcap at one of our famous jazz bars. Who knows, you might even stumble upon a second line. It's a foot parade with a brass band and truly a New Orleans tradition. Whether shopping in the French Quarter, Canal Place, Magazine Street, or our Riverwalk Outlet Mall located right downtown, international visitors receive tax refunds. Sorry. Now more than ever, outdoor spaces are very popular. Your clients will enjoy City Park, Also, the Sculpture Garden holds more than 80 works of art along footpaths, lagoons, and live oak trees. Or get to know Louisiana's wetlands at Jean Lafitte National Historical Park. Walk along boardwalks and trails to spot alligators, wildflowers, and plants. So we love having our small young visitors in New Orleans, and we do have some activities that they really enjoy also. We have a world-class zoo, aquarium, and nature institute where you can learn all about Louisiana's unique ecosystem. A tour of Mardi Gras World allows you to see firsthand what it takes to bring Mardi Gras to life year after year. This operating workshop has created breathtaking floats for Mardi Gras and other parades around the world since 1947. It's really great to walk around this huge warehouse, see the artisans creating the floats every single day. Another added bonus, no matter what time of the year you visit, you always receive some king cake, a traditional Mardi Gras dessert, king cake, anytime you visit before you take your tour. Our historic homes along St. Charles Avenue and Esplanade Avenues are not to be missed by your clients. They can take the streetcar down St. Charles Avenue. It's a beautiful ride, and see the homes, the universities, and it takes you all the way from downtown to Audubon Zoo and Audubon Park. If you have a little more time and your clients have extra time in New Orleans, then they should definitely consider exploring the region surrounding New Orleans. Visiting a plantation or two is a great idea. They're beautiful estates filled with stories. They're all lined on River Road and along the Mississippi River, and really a great way to see some of the surrounding areas of New Orleans. Or you can get a close and personal experience with an alligator on a swamp tour. When cruising returns, which we hope will be very, very soon, we have many sailing options from New Orleans. We have Carnival, Royal Caribbean, Disney, and Norwegian cruise lines. River cruising is also very popular from New Orleans. Both the American Queen Steamboat Company and American Cruise Lines have multiple ships sailing from New Orleans. Also, Viking River Cruises, first U.S. cruise option, will sail from New Orleans in August of 2022 on the brand new Viking Mississippi. So on our website, our welcome back section is going to show you everything about what's open now in New Orleans, our phased reopenings, just some general information to keep you updated on what's happening in New Orleans during this difficult time. And Nola Hospitality Safe. This site keeps you updated on our commitment in the hospitality industry to keep our visitors healthy while they're visiting New Orleans. Our virtual fam tour. So this was created for the travel professional to bring New Orleans to you while you're still unable to travel to New Orleans. So it's really some great information. It's a great training tool to see videos on music, attractions, hotels. It's just huge, a library of virtual tours of New Orleans. We also have our virtual events calendar. So these are concerts planned all through the year that we are having virtual concerts. So this gives you a complete calendar of when these are happening, so you can share this with your office, with your clients, so they can get a little bit of New Orleans music until they can get here and visit themselves. And then we're very happy that our spring festivals, some of our most important spring festivals, have rescheduled to the fall this year, the French Quarter Festival and also the Jazz and Heritage Festival. So they will be happening and they are rescheduled for the fall. We do have a French translated website. So all of the information that we have on our website has been translated, and that is for you to use. So I'd like to thank you for listening in, and I do hope I've inspired you to promote New Orleans to your clients.
Yes, nice. Thank you so much, Leslie. What a wonderful trip that we have made, actually. So, but now, please remain all seated because you are going to experience now the rhythm of the South. So, a concert only for us. So please remain seated and let's go to the rhythm of the South. And in the same time, sorry, I've seen that I've forgotten to include the sound as Brandon just before. Sorry. So up.
Authentic and musical place. We have made the South our home, and we love to share our home and our music with international travelers. So please come visit us when you're ready. We invite you to travel to the South, Atlanta, Nashville, and New Orleans.
Direct flight service from Brussels to Atlanta will bring you to the gateway of the South, and Atlanta is ready to welcome you with outdoor fun, culture, and a soulful vibe.
Creativity is the heart and soul of Music City. And while you've been away, Nashville has been creating and now has more music, hotels, attractions, and restaurants to explore than ever before.
New Orleans invites you to experience their unique culture, live music, and world-class cuisine. From their colorful art scene and their distinctive neighborhoods, there's so much to explore in New Orleans.
All three cities offer an incredible mix of live music, friendly people, legendary hospitality, delectable cuisine, and rich history that makes visiting the South so special. So come see us when the time is right.
Louis York is Chuck and Claude. One's from St. Louis and one's from New York. They moved here to set up shop, to literally set up the Weirdo Workshop and start to collaborate and bring other genres of music and just more creativity to a city filled with creativity. We've been working with them a lot over the last several years. We've gone to London together. We have Zoomed them all over this country over the last 12 months. More to come with that. They have become friends. They have become ambassadors. They are songwriters. They are producers. They are performers. They are vocalists, musicians. And I mentioned earlier, they have a new record out. You can go to weirdoworkshop.com. It is called American Griots. I'm going to make sure I say that properly. Very cool cover. And you're in for a treat. They're going to stick around at the end of a short set, and we'll take some additional questions through the chat room. But without further ado, please welcome Louis York.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. It's good to hear clapping.
I know, real people again. Thank you for being real. Let's just start with the song to loosen everyone up, and then we'll talk a little bit, shall we? So this song is on that debut album, American Griots. It's the first single. It's called Don't You Forget. Now, we have a few people here, but if you're watching, it's okay to snap or tap or whatever makes you feel good. It's a feel-good song. Oh, oh, yeah. Come on. Whoa, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah. Come on. Wait before you depart, let me say your love is a beautiful fragrance, only greatness all around. There will be days when the voice in your head says you're crazy. Don't let it win, I'm persuaded you're amazing in and out. Ooh, your love is what gets me through. Nothing could be more true. So don't you forget
action. If you want it to work, keep the passion everlasting. Oh no. So here I am, man enough to show my emotions. Heart on my sleeve with devotion, outspoken, so you know. Ooh, your love is what gets me through. Nothing could be more true. So don't you forget to remember me. Don't let it slip from your memories. Don't you forget to remember forever. Oh, even when the nights and the days get rough, nothing on earth's gonna shake our love. Don't you forget to remember forever. And if you should ever feel that you're too far from love, always remember that I think you're a star, my love. Oh, don't you forget to remember me. Don't let it slip from your memory, no. Don't you forget to remember. Oh, no. Oh, even when the nights and the days get rough, nothing on earth gonna shake our love. Don't you forget to remember forever. Ooh, your love is what gets me through. Nothing could be more true. There's no replacing you. Oh, your love is what gets me through. Nothing could be more true. There's no replacing you. Your love is what gets me through. Nothing could be more true. There's no replacing you. Love is what gets me through. Nothing could be more true. Yeah. There's no replacing you. There's no replacing you. There we go. So I feel like since the word was the Aquarium when we started, we should explain that because it makes so much of what's happening here make sense.
Yeah.
So the name of our debut album is called American Griots. And I know it's kind of a weird word. It's spelled weird. It's Griots. And really what it speaks to is a long, rich tradition of black musicians and artists, storytellers, basically being troubadours. It goes all the way back to West Africa. And people, before obviously the music business as we know it with streaming or records or things, people had to travel to tell stories or give the history or teach new people the songs and the customs. And so when we were researching to do this album and basically write what was in our heart, it made sense to us that we as African-American men here who travel around and do shows and collect ideas and new information are actually modern griots. So it was a word that we felt represented the history of where we come from and why this music matters and all the things that make it up, but also speak to our mission as musicians, which is still to spread the good news, to inform people about political matters, to remind people about love, remind people about forgiveness and all those things. So the title is important because it really speaks to why we're here and why actually performing on this stage is so important. So I know I'm having a moment. I'm not gonna lie because we also have known Henry for quite some time, and the whole family, Dion and the whole family at the museum since we moved here. Actually, you should tell them the other story about the first event we ever went to was the brunch where we met Little Richard. It was for the museum. We didn't even know what was going on. We moved here, and our friend Phil Thornton, who's also on the board, shout out to Phil, was like, you gotta, and Catherine Bruton were like, you gotta come to this event, this luncheon for the museum. We had no idea what the museum was. And we put on we got dressed and showed up at this thing. And they sit us at a table with Little Richard.
Crazy. And he wasn't shy at all.
At all.
Yeah, man, we had fun though.
And we learned, so in one fell swoop, we learned about the museum.
We learned about its importance in Nashville and what was trying to happen here. And we sat with a legend that really kind of was the sign that our move here was a good idea. I mean, if you come to town a couple weeks later, you're still in Little Richard. I mean, come on. So, like Butch said, our whole goal here has been to get away from the noise and the politics that sometimes gets in the way of the creative process. I think we all have a good idea of what that means. We see it every day, and get back to what matters about music, which is still that griot mentality. It's making sure the music has some meat in there, some nutrition, so that people are having a good time and dancing, but also learning something and healing. So with that said, we've been living here for almost 5 years now. We started our company, Weirdo Workshop, which I happen to conveniently have on my hoodie here, which is also at weirdoworkshop.com. But really, we came here to find ourselves, find our tribe, and refine inspiration. So this album is a reflection of that journey thus far. We did it with all Nashville musicians at our studio here in Nashville. And so these songs reflect just the things we've learned and what we want you guys to feel as we put out even more amazing art in the future. What should we do? Should we do Teach Me a Song?
Yeah, man. So Teach Me a Song is so special because one of the first things we did here when we got here, we made us a vision board. And the first thing that we put on the vision board was Grand Ole Opry. And we didn't know how two black men was going to get to the Grand Ole Opry, but
damn it, we're going to get there.
We were going to get there. It was literally the first, we put a lot of venues on the board, but the first one was Grand Ole Opry. And so around this time last year, we were able to debut at the Grand Ole Opry, and this was the first song we sung.
With a good friend of ours who you should also know, an amazing black country artist by the name of Jimmy Allen. This is a duet with Jimmy Allen. If you don't know him, get to know him. Besides the legend who we just lost, Charlie Pride, and of course Darius Rucker, Jimmy Allen is making major waves in country music, and that's part of black history that we're celebrating here. So this song is, normally he'd be here for the second verse, but I'll cover his part today.
I'm not singing.
No, you're not singing. But the words mean the most, so I hope you feel this. Teach me a song about love, something that matters. Teach me a song, don't fill me up with your idle chatter. Don't get me wrong, it don't have to be long, but the words must be strong on the page. 'Cause I'm sick and tired of these colorful lines. In the end, they've got nothing to say. Okay, would you teach me a song and I'll sing along? Yeah, show me a heart that's not looking for some kind of answer. Give me a light in the dark, over the glitz and over the glamour. Don't get me wrong, it don't have to be long, but the words must be strong on the page. 'Cause I'm just like you, so in search of a tune that will take some of this pain away. Okay, would you teach me a song and I'll sing along, yeah. Don't have to be long, but the words must be strong on the page. 'Cause I'm sick and tired of these colorful lines. In the end, they've got nothing to say. Okay, okay, would you teach me a song
I'll sing along.
Thank you.
Thank you. Tell them, Chuck. Talk to the people. Damn it.
So we've been actually writing songs for a long time. We started writing together maybe in 2007. A record company called Def Jam put us together to write for an artist named Chrisette Michelle, and from there we've written for a lot of different people. He's been able to do something that few people has ever been able to do, so I'm gonna put him on the spot and congratulate him. In the history of music, there's only been like, what is it, 44 songs that's ever been diamond, and diamond means that it sold over 10 million copies. And out of the 44, this year certified 2 for him, Claude Kelly. And I just think that's so brilliant. You know what I'm saying? To be able to start a career, start a dream actually. Before it's a career, it's a dream, and to be able to take that dream and not just do it to enough to make money, but do it enough to make history. And so I'm always, for the next couple years, I'm just gonna pat him on the back every time I get a microphone because that's incredible. But like I said, we've been blessed to be able to write for a lot of different artists. Tell them some artists you wrote with now. Tell them some I wrote.
Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston. Why am I drawing a blank right now? Bruno Mars, Miley Cyrus, Britney Spears. We've had a very eclectic career. I think what's important is that sometimes we pigeonhole ourselves. And what Chuck and I have done with our writing and producing careers is constantly to defy the odds of what we were expected to be. So when we did R&B hits, we were only R&B writers. But we've done pop and jazz and country and everything. So that's a couple of mine, but you go.
Yeah, my first placement was actually Celine Dion, and I'm proud of that because that's my mom's favorite artist. So I was off to a good start as far as making my mom proud.
If mom is happy, you're good.
I've been able to write for Celine and Janet Jackson and John Legend, Mary J. Blige, a few people that you might know.
A few major people. Are you kidding me?
But now we're here in Nashville, and what's so important for us is that we not only keep the legacy of great songwriting alive, but we introduce new ideas to people. So we're not just in Nashville doing music. We have Tiny Book Club. We have like a really eclectic community of creatives. And so we're always so grateful when we can hype up Music City because it really is a home for us and our creativity and our dreams. And so far, so good, man.
So far, so good.
Yeah.
I think it's a good segue. Let's get to the heart of the matter, shall we?
Heart of the matter.
So really what I think we are representative of is believing and betting on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So there comes a point where no matter where you are in life, you have to make a decision about what is making you happy, who's making you happy, and where is making you happy. And all those names we mentioned were the things we thought would make us happy. It was always, of course, a dream to work with all the icons. And when that happens early in your career, it's actually a bit of a conundrum because you think those dreams will take 20, 30 years. And when God gives it to you early, he's actually challenging you to dream bigger and to put yourself out there in ways that you didn't even know you were able to do that. So we have a song on American Griots that really speaks to asking yourself the important question of, am I taking a chance on myself? Am I betting on me? And will I regret it if I don't take that chance? It's a song called How Will I Feel?
I was wondering what song.
It's called How Will I Feel. I'm glad we're on the same page here. It's good. It's good. And really it came from us debating whether to go to an event one day. Sometimes songs come out in crazy ways, but really what it led to was a deeper question of, am I making the most of it? Am I shooting my shot? Am I putting myself out there? And now more than ever, it's important to lean into those things that make you strong. So How Will I Feel is an emotional one, but I think you'll feel it.
Yeah. This was our first top 20.
This is our first top 20 on radio. Yeah, absolutely.
if I don't go, if I don't go? How will I feel in the morning? Tell me, if I don't go, if I don't go, if I don't go, I know, if I don't go. Slow down, my beating heart, slow down. You have a tendency to get ahead of yourself. You don't want to miss out on love again, 'cause you just can't accept now. She's got an easy spirit that you don't want to be without. Better start asking yourself, how will I feel in the morning? Tell me, if I don't go, if I don't go, yeah. How will I feel in the morning? Tell me, if I don't go, if I don't go, if I don't go, I know, if I don't go. Take time, trouble mine, take time, yeah. You're so easy believing that everything's wrong. You don't want to miss out on love again, 'cause you've been caught up singing sad songs. She's got a heart that's pure gold. If you don't want to be alone, better start asking yourself, how will I feel in the morning? Tell me, if I don't go, if I don't go, yeah. How will I feel in the morning? Tell me, if I don't go, if I don't go, if I don't go, no, if I don't go. Don't let your pride get in the way of a good thing, y'all, 'cause everyone needs someone they can call. Oh, yeah. It's only so long she's gonna wait in the morning. She just might not be there at all. Oh, no. So it's time we start asking ourselves, how will I feel in the morning? Tell me, if I don't go, if I don't go, yeah. How will I feel in the morning? Tell me, if I don't go, if I don't go. No one to hold if I don't go. Deep down I know, if I don't go, I'll lose it all. If I don't go. Thank you.
So, wow, what an amazing experience. Rhythm of the South, really amazing. It was something that we really need actually, so it was great. Thank you for Louis York, for all of you. It has been really nice. So, and now just before ending, I still just have a few words from our friends and from our partner. As you all know, we've got some tour operators, partner of the Visit USA Belgium. Okay, so you've got Del Tour, USA Travel, and Wings and Wheels. The three of us proposed this amazing itinerary, so don't hesitate to ask them to have a price range for this itinerary. And just before ending, let's welcome today Patricia from USA Travel and Lucrèce from Wings and Wheels, which has a few words for you before ending this presentation. So let's first start with the USA Travel. And Patricia, are you there?
Yes, hello, Gerald. Do you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right. Well, hello, everybody. And thank you very much, Brandon, Laurel, and Leslie, for this interesting presentation and this private concert. It was just great. My name is Patricia, and I have joined USA Travel in the beginning of this year. And for the travel agencies who don't know or are not familiar with us yet, USA Travel is a true specialist in tailor-made travel to the USA. And we've been organizing trips for the past 25 years. The past months, we have kept very, very busy, and we have developed a number of new programs. And one of these trips, as Gerald said, is a fly and drive going from Chicago to New Orleans and including the different cities that you just heard about in this webinar. The tour is called Blues, Rock and Roll, Jazz and Bayous, and it offers a great journey, not only for the music lovers, but also for the fans of beautiful scenery, interesting history, and great food, of course. And apart from this tour, we also have created other new USA tours. But you will find all these new tours on our website, which is www.usatravel.be. I also want to mention that if you have any requests for 2022, please don't hesitate to contact us. We already have prices for 2022 and more are being added every day. So we can certainly already give you a price for all these requests you get for your clients. This way, your client doesn't have to wait any longer and they can start organizing or dreaming about their trip to the USA in 2022. You also know that we offer flexible booking and cancellation policies, which can be used as a selling point to reassure your clients so that they can book in full confidence. One more thing I want to mention before I give the floor back to Gerald is that we organize webinars on a very regular basis to inform you about all our new destinations and programs. And twice a month on Tuesday, we also have our virtual coffee chats, as we call them, with you, the travel agents. During half an hour, we give you more information on new destinations and new programs. We have a Dutch version, which is called the Coffee Klets, and it's held at 10 a.m. And for the French Ponce Cafe, you are, of course, invited at 10:30. And our next session will take place on March 23rd. So please, if you want to join us during those coffee chats, don't hesitate to send us an email. There, I think that I just want to add that all our reservation team is ready for you and for your quotes. So please don't hesitate to contact us if you have any quotes or any questions you have. Thank you so much for listening. So Gerald, it's back to you.
Great, thank you, Patricia. So now Wings and Wheels, are you there?
Yes, Gerald, I'm just setting up my screen. Yes, okay, hi. Well, good evening, everybody. Thanks for being with us today. I can't believe it, but we are March 2021. So just 1 year after we heard about that Corona and COVID-19. Right now, we are still waiting to see when and how international travel to the USA can restart. But we are happy to see that since a few weeks, new requests arrive for the last quarter of this year and for 2022. So it's absolutely a fact that customers intend to travel as soon as it's safe and possible. Together with our partners in the States, we monitor the evolution of the vaccinations, which will be an enormous help and a key for reopening the destination. Today you learn more about some of the southern states, and thanks also to Laurel, Leslie, and Brandon. And connected to that, I like to refer to two of our self-drives that cover these destinations. One is the Dixieland Freewheeler from Atlanta to Atlanta, but we can also start the self-drive in New Orleans. Another one is the Cowboy and Jazz Freewheeler, starting in Dallas, Texas, but also this tour can start in New Orleans. These self-drives are maybe not as popular as the self-drives in the West and to the national parks, but they are definitely trips to think of for repeat clients or for customers who wish to avoid the big crowds where social distancing will be less a problem. For those who don't like to drive, we have an escorted tour, Colors of the South, starting in Atlanta, covering all the regions of the presentations. That is escorted in English and Dutch. And we also have an escorted tour in French called Bayous and Plantations, starting and ending in New Orleans. Besides that, I also want to mention that if you have requests for the Mississippi cruises, you can also send those to us so we can work on that and send you a quote. At the same time, another very beautiful self-drive I like to highlight, it was included in the last Visit USA newsletter, is our Pacific Shores and Parks tour through the states of Oregon and Washington. Again, a trip for customers searching for less visited parks and areas, and certainly as remarkable and as beautiful as some other regions in the West. Besides that, please keep contacting Wings and Wheels for any request or inquiry you might have. Now more than ever, it is important to work closely together the coming months to inform the customers as accurate as possible and to let them discover all those amazing and remarkable and beautiful regions of the USA again. It was a pleasure being with you today. So thank you all and have a very nice evening.
Great. Thank you, Lucrèce. So before leaving us, we arrive just at the end. As you know, everyone, you receive a link for a quiz, which is part of our of our Visit USA specialist program. And this month, we've got a special prize for you to win regarding this quiz. So we will offer you with Travel South USA. The number one will win a Fnac jackpot of 100 euros to use to one of the Fnac boutique or even online without any problem. And the number two will have the opportunity to win 50 euro. So thank you very much to the Travel South USA for this wonderful prize. And so we arrive at the end. So just here, the actual top 5 of our travel agent specialist program. So a few movement, as well as Ludwig Verbruggen from Joker is now at rank number 4. And a new arrival with Joël Crigier, number 5. Congratulations. So I wish you also, this is the end of this amazing webinar. I really want to thank our partner here with Leslie, Laurel, and Brendan. Thank you very much for being with us this morning, for you, and this afternoon for us. I really hope you enjoy this webinar, you all, and I told you next month for a new webinar and a new meeting. So thank you very much to you all. Have a wonderful evening and see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.